boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, transgenders. This is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Burning Seals in Garfield, New Jerusalem. I am Darth Messiah. I am not a wrestling genius, but I play on the internet. And I keep telling y'all, one day I'm going to have $1 billion like Tony Khan, and I'm going to make him look like a fucking idiot. Wait, I'm sorry. He does that by himself.
You fucking mark!
Alex the Heel is not here tonight. I cannot tell you why, but due to legal ramifications, because of the 4 to 5 years of the disparaging things he said about Vince and Kitty McMahon, free Alex the Heel.
Yes.
That's all I can tell you. Free Alex the Heel.
Free Alex the Heel. Please. We're gonna do a campaign to,
there'll be a GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe.
There'll be a GoFundMe. Yeah, just free Alex the Heel. Keep him in your hearts. Keep him in your hearts.
And like his message said, F Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
And F could mean a lot of things. So.
Yeah. But in the meantime, you can still find him on MySpace. He does have access to. Because he doesn't give him a hard time on the inside.
But you gotta be careful. He will put your girl in a purple crossface.
That too. Yeah, and on the boards, Stevie Franchise, aka Mr. J Kid, if you're nasty.
Hey, sound effects didn't work for a while. Yo, what is going on? It's your boy, the Franchise, on the ones and twos, giving you that Ultra Wrestling Heel news.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
We are in here.
And some say like swimwear.
Swimwear, yes. And occasionally you can find swimwear on a good pair of cheeks.
Hey.
Because it's time for Cheeks of the Week.
Hey.
Cheeks of the week. Excuse me while I whip this out.
The poster girl of Cheeks of the Week, Nikita Lyons.
It gets funnier every week. I don't know why.
The poster girl, Nikita Lyons.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Our favorite pair of cheeks.
Yes. She's always with us, every week, almost every week.
Almost.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
But it's always great to have her around.
Yes, and Zelina Vega.
Oh, yes.
Because little booties matter.
Yes, they do. Selena, I want to tell you, I love you. Please be mine. Arroz con pollo every day.
Slow down, sir. You're looking for a black mass there.
I could probably dodge it because I'm very short.
Oh wait. What does he call it now in AEW? I don't know what it's called in AEW.
It is black mass.
It's still black mass?
I think.
Oh.
I think it is. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, I could dodge it.
I don't know what anybody's name is called. No, move name is called in AEW that had to rename it. Like I don't know what freaking Adam Cole's fucking shit is called.
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't watched like most of their movesets. It's mostly for AEW. I watch like their entrance and promos now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like I don't really cover a lot. Plus, this guy.
I think it's called "Here Comes the Boom."
Oh yeah.
I think somebody calls it now. "Here Comes the Boom."
It's on his song. Wow. It's on his theme song.
Boom.
And, it's all about the boom. Adam Cole.
And
yes,
we have pregnant cheeks.
Hey,
Jessica McKay, formerly known as Billy Kay, Iconics.
Hey, ding.
Yeah, she's getting ready to pop soon. She's getting ready to drop that biscuit.
This is baby fever.
Yeah,
baby fever November. It's already holidays. There's a lot of babies popping out.
Yeah.
Speaking
of babies.
Of babies popping out.
Carmella and Kelly had their babies.
Hey. they have real blessings. That's what's up.
Yes.
Did you see on SmackDown before SmackDown was going on? Kevin Owens took over as commentator.
Yeah, because Corey Graves.
Did you see the promo before that?
No.
Hilarious.
I was actually out of the room.
He was like, hey Nick Aldis, did you see that, Carmella and Corey Graves, they're able to what did he say? Procreate. They're able to procreate. That's awesome. So that means there's a spot open. But that was funny when he said that.
And then he showed up in his. Then I think okay, now that you mention it, I did see the replay of it.
Okay.
Because Aldis told him, "Oh yeah, get yourself together and you can go out for commentary." Mm-hmm. So he puts on this red, white, and blue striped tie and just goes out in his regular clothes. Yo. And I was like, "That's not what I had in mind."
I was like, "You know you're getting suspended today. You know you're getting suspended."
But yes, these lovely ladies have had their babies, and yeah. Now back to the cheeks.
Yes. Mm.
Layla Gray and Lola Vice.
Wow.
Yeah, Layla Gray from AEW and Lola Vice from NXT.
If only I have a few words to say, but I'll let Vince say it.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And he whipped it out a lot.
Yes.
$20 million worth of whipping it out.
Keep it up. I'm a
What up, Kelvin? Kelvin's in the chat.
I love having fun with this. I'm sorry.
And on another note, Allie the Bunny from AEW has started her OnlyFans page.
Because she got released.
No, she did not get released. Her contract has expired.
Oh, yeah.
Because Tony Khan does not release anybody. Oh. He just doesn't call you for TV. You don't get an itinerary. You just
oh man.
You just stay home and get paid.
Yeah.
Which also means the Butcher and the Blade also have their contracts have expired.
Yes. And they gone. They about to.
All three of them are no longer with AEW.
I wouldn't be surprised if they come in the Raw next Monday. Like,
hey. I found out something. You know how old Allie is? Well, actually, her name's Laura. That's her real name. Do you know how old she is? Take a guess.
All right, I'm going to look at her. I would say around late 30s, 40.
Really? You think I didn't? You're actually pretty close. Because I look at her, I thought she was like, 29, 28.
But given to like how I know like she's been here for years, like she has been here for years.
Because I do remember her in TNA. Mm-hmm. I do remember that. But yeah. I would have thought she was just like right out of college when she was in TNA. That's what I would have thought. She's 36.
Maybe, yeah.
I didn't realize she was that old.
She's around that
Holy
age,
smokes.
Like I feel like she came in like mid 25, but she looked 21, bro. Like honestly, like or 28, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I did not realize she was that old.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I mean, she doesn't look it.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her. Yeah.
She doesn't look it unless you look really hard, but like you can barely tell like she's like 40. Like she's around that 30.
She's my age.
Yeah, she's our age, definitely. No, but she's still gorgeous.
Yeah, you can see her not nude. It says right there, no nudes. You can see her for $9.99 a month.
Hey, horror nerds, content nerds. Yo, I feel like there's always there should be a tier of what girls would actually or what women would actually like, can go up to their level if you want to see nudes or whatever. Should have a pricing tier list.
Hold on, I saw some chick. She was charging $24.99 and it said no nudes. I was like, for $25 and it's just bikini and lingerie. I was like, that's wild.
You should get a strike for that.
That's wild.
There should be a strike for any no nudes. It should be like $14.99 and down.
Oh, it was Mercedes Martinez when she first started. She was $25.
But
I think she's down to like 12 or something, but she was like 25 when she started.
When she actually sells, if she actually sells nudes, that's gonna it's gonna be more than 25.
Yeah,
that she was selling.
I think Mandy Rose is still $10 and it's still non-nude. It's bare bottom. She doesn't show vag or tits, vag or nipples.
Now it comes to street cred, right? Or reputation. Right?
Yeah.
How much are you really gonna charge? Because how much are you really worth?
Yeah.
But yeah, but
at the same time, Mandy doesn't need to charge crazy amounts because she's getting so many followers.
She is. I mean, mostly every guy in the world is gonna have her in their follow list. All elite white.
Yes, all elite white women, as homie on Jobber Tears, Sir Wilkins said, all elite white women, Mandy Rose.
Man.
Jesus!
Moving on. Rhea Ripley and Killer Kelly, the Impact Women's Champion. Impact Knockouts Champion. They were at some random fucking charity event together. And thankfully, Rhea did not post this on her Instagram or Twitter because she'd get a nice stern letter from the fucking lawyers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, why are you hanging out with a TNA or Impact wrestler?
It was cool when they let Mickey show up for the Royal Rumble that year, but
and now
you can't put that shit on your fucking on your fucking social media.
And now we got Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a leniency now if Paul Levesque is in charge, aka Triple H.
People say that, but you still have to forget there's the legal team.
There is a legal team, yes. But he fights those charges though, right?
Yes. He'll fight for you, but they still, when it comes to those, it's still their call when it comes to legal things.
At least they'll have a better matchup. I mean, with Vince, you didn't have a support system at all, bro. Yeah. Like, you really didn't. Vince will just tell you, like, you shouldn't have done it.
And you also forget now, they no longer own the company. You're now dealing with a whole new set of behind-the-scenes people.
Yeah, with TKO. I mean...
So once you get past, what do they call it? The job that Laurinaitis used to have, it's basically HR, but talent relations. Once you get past talent relations, which is still within the WWE realm. Once you get past that layer, it's a whole new set of executives.
Because it's going through the union, right? Talent relations, like.
Oh no, there's no union, sir. There's no union, sir.
Oh, yeah, there's no union.
There's no union, sir.
No union
you are a private contractor.
I'm sorry.
You have no.
Unless you're
no
The Rock. Not chill. I know there's acting, but not wrestling.
Yeah. It is time for Ultra Fantasy Booking.
I'll let you do you, Seth.
Last week was Dragon Force, brought to you by Alex the Heel. Opening match was Dolph Ziggler in an Falls Count Anywhere match versus Ethan Carter III. And with 79% of the votes, Dolph Ziggler is the winner.
Hey.
Match 2, we had Mustafa Ali taking on Dexter Lumis. And Dexter Lumis has 52% of the votes for the win.
Did I vote on Dexter Lumis?
Hold on. Let me go back a slide. Let's see. No, I do not see your handle. I think you skipped over it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You voted for Dexter Lumis.
Oh, yeah, I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 wins.
Match 3, a handicap match. We have Solo Sikoa taking on 2 members of Chase U. And with 90% of the votes, Solo Sikoa handled that one pretty well. And our main event for the WWF Championship.
Oh.
Drew McIntyre took on Kofi Kingston of the New Day.
Very oozy.
And with 68% of the votes, hashtag and still world champion Drew McIntyre. But wait. Judgment Day music hits and out comes Rhea Ripley.
Excuse me while I whip this
She's
out.
been stalking our world champion. Why has she been stalking our world champion?
Jesus!
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. That was Dragon Force. And now it is time for Warzone. And this is a very, very special week for Warzone. It is the biggest pay-per-view of the year. It is Death Before Dishonor. And we're going to open the night with our world title. Such a big night, we got to start with our world title. is going to be L.A. Knight. Yeah. Taking on Walter in a last man standing Hell in a Cell match.
Jesus!
Match 2 is a 6-man tag. Vacate will team up with Los Conquistadors to take on Bobby Lashley, Will Hobbs, and Moose.
Oh my God.
Moose. And they will be known. They will be known as the Hurt Nation.
Oh God.
Not the Hurt Business, not the Nation of Domination, the Hurt Nation.
That's the meat business.
Pause.
You know what Biggie said? Big grown, sweaty meat, flapping around.
You can have your 30-minute classics.
You can have your 30 minutes classics.
Not me.
You can have your WrestleMania moments.
You have WrestleMania moments, but not me.
30-minute Iron Man matches.
Match 3. Chris Statlander will take on Raquel Gonzalez. 2 big Amazonian women's. Sloppy meats. Match 4. AEW Tag Team Champions Bullet Club Gold will take on Imperium.
Oh, that's an interesting match.
Yes, sir. Next up, we're going to have our intermission. And we're going to have a performance by Isaiah Swerve Scott with Nana.
When I swerve, and I ride, when I swerve, when I ride, when I swerve, when
yes,
I ride.
We're going to have a performance by Swerve and Nana for our intermission.
Dude, just the same lyric. When I swerve, when I drive, when I swerve, when I drive.
All right.
It's a catchy-ass theme song. I'm sorry.
Match 6. The Usos will take on the Gun Club. Match 7.
Very oozy.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Logan Paul.
Wow, how is that gonna happen? That's probably gonna happen in real life one day.
Give it a year. It's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, after the bidding wars, they say.
The bidding war of 2024.
2024. I love when he says that he's gonna regret that 2024 bidding war. After he just screamed at him in this room, just like Vince style. Yeah. He came out like all nice.
Match 8, our semi-main event. Camille is going to run the gauntlet. She has to face Ava Raine, Sky Blue, and first time in Warzone, Beth Phoenix.
The legend herself.
The legend, Beth Phoenix. If Camille can defeat these 3 women, she can then face Chelsea Green for the TNA Women's Championship.
And you know who wins in that match? All of us.
All of us.
We all win. I mean,
and our main event. Adrenaline in my soul. Something, something, Cody Rhodes. Our WCW United States Champion taking on... It's time to play the game. Triple H in a King of the Mountain match. And this will be Death Before Dishonor.
That will be next year's WrestleMania. Cody versus Triple H. He's going to come out of retirement.
I feel like that has to be the one time Triple H does come back.
Right?
It has to be the Cody match.
It would make sense. I mean, after this whole beef, you know, like, shit.
that has to be the one thing he comes back for is Cody.
He has to.
And I'm sure he knows it.
I know it's a full circle too, you know, like Seth even said
and he has to bring back the throne for that match.
No, you know what's crazy? He could bring out the throne, but it's already shattered.
Yes,
from that.
Yeah.
Be like, look what you did, Cody.
He literally has to come out sitting on the crumbled throne.
I can't let you go out like this. With my throne like this. You want a war? It's in War Games. And then in WrestleMania. Where it's just 2 people. That's it. 2 rings, 2 people.
All right, so Mr. Rizz himself, Tony Khan, had yet another huge announcement.
You fucking mark!
Huge announcement by Mr. Rizz, Tony Khan. He had one-eyed Bryan Danielson with him to introduce the Continental Classic, which is yet another tournament, because it's not like we haven't seen tournaments before in AEW. It's like once every other month we get a tournament. This will be the number one contender for the world title at World's End. That's pretty much it.
I'm legit. I feel like smacking Tony Khan in the face every time he says special announcement, or we have a very important special announcement, because he hypes the shit out of it. And it's just something that we don't give a fuck about. Like, for real.
He likes the attention.
He likes, yeah, but you sound like one of those, like, marks that just wants attention.
Well, he was also an actual character on TV finally. Because
I was a character on TV.
What was it? I think MJF went into his office or something. Or MJF was in the hallway and Tony Khan came out of his office. Something like that. I forgot the actual.
I think that's what I was telling you. When Adam Cole and MJF, they pranked somebody or something, or they double clothesline somebody.
No. I'm talking about, it was this week. I'm talking recent. This was the first time he was an actual character on TV.
Oh.
Other than announcements, this was the time he was an actual character.
Like this
within in a wrestling setting.
Oh, you mean this? But this, he was very nervous.
He's always fucking like.
He was very marky.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson had a better composure than that.
Because Daniel Bryan's been in front of a camera for 20 years.
Exactly. And Tony Khan is just a mark in front of a camera. You imagine he just looks at himself in the mirror and he just looks at that. And he's just like, fuck, I'm at work.
If you go back to go back 2 years when he first started doing his huge announcements, he would just ramble for 5 minutes. And when he was done, you didn't realize what he was saying.
Yeah, he's not.
He reads a teleprompter now. That's why everything makes sense. That's why it looks like he's doing a hostage statement.
It shows.
Because he's reading a teleprompter. It's the only way they can get him to settle down and be somewhat coherent and a normal human.
I wonder who's writing all this shit for him now.
I don't know, but whoever's doing it can write English.
Yes. For real, because this mark needed it.
What a mark.
But yeah, they're having a tournament for World's End.
Just make it important, at least. Make it a good build-up, at least.
After announcing that Samoa Joe is the number one contender for Full Gear, which, go to the next slide, Samoa Joe surrendered the Ring of Honor TV title to announce that he wants to focus on the AEW World title.
You fucking mark!
Where does that make any sense? You're the longest reigning Ring of Honor television champion for 572, 73. I forgot the exact number, but it's 570 something. So you just, mind you, he just had a match. He just beat somebody in the ring. And then after the match, he does his promo, lays down the belt. I'm forfeiting the title. I'm going after the AEW World title. It sounds noble. But for the legacy of that title,
it sounds stupid.
It is so stupid.
It sounds so stupid.
So stupid.
Here's the thing. He didn't really have to go this route. He could still, by any means, still hold the ROH Championship while getting the AEW Championship.
Let me make this point. The person who is the AEW champion is also the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion.
How the fuck does that make sense?
Hello?
How does that make sense?
Hello?
What a fucking...
You fucking mark!
Now, let me make this statement about Ring of Honor. Why all of a sudden is all the quote-unquote main roster people, the main AEW people, why are they all Ring of Honor champions? Eddie Kingston's the world champion. Samoa Joe's the TV title champion.
Saying,
Adam Cole and MJF are the tag champions. What happened to having a actual separate show? Obviously, there is a separate show that you can watch on Honor Club for $9.99 a month. But anything important that happens within Ring of Honor either happens on Dynamite or on an AEW branded pay-per-view.
This takes me back to like a year when ROH was bankrupt. Remember we were talking about how Vince McMahon would have bought ROH and just plummeted to the ground?
Yes, because we all just felt he's buying his competition just to bury it. That was everybody's feeling.
Now we're at 2023. Tony Khan's the biggest mark in wrestling history. Do you think it would have been better now if WWE acquired ROH?
Knowing now that Vince was going to be removed and that it potentially would have been under control of Triple H, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. I still don't think they would have kept Ring of Honor as we know Ring of Honor. It might not even exist. It would just they just want the tape library. They're not going to actually use the name for anything.
But this is like disrespectful, bro. Like honestly, like what Tony Khan's doing with ROH is disrespectful. I mean,
there's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to say.
Like this is what he's doing. Already dying corpse. Look at this. He's like draining. Look at me. He's draining everything on ROH.
There's very little left we can say about his poor decision making. Like, what
a mark.
I don't know.
Go to the next slide.
Yeah.
So the last several weeks we've been reporting about the CW network trying to get wrestling. First reported that they had a deal in place for NWA, and Billy Corgan actually is the one that made the statement, but it was still in. He had the paperwork in his hand. Nothing was actually signed that it was done. And then there was the cocaine spot at their pay-per-view, and then the CW network withdrew the deal, and then all of a sudden NXT pops up with their deal a week later, and it's signed, sealed, and delivered. It's official. No ifs, ands, or buts. Come to find out, Tony Khan had first crack at CW. They approached him. CW went to him earlier this year. He said no, thank you. They specifically wanted Ring of Honor.
What a mark.
His reason being, Dynamite and Rampage contracts are coming up beginning of next year. He wanted to bundle Ring of Honor with Dynamite and Rampage next year. However, the CW network is already a Warner Discovery property. Why do you need to bundle it in the same deal? What did WWE just do? They took NXT, put it in its own deal. They had originally said we want to package Raw and NXT together, but once they got a great deal, they took it. They got $50 million for NXT per year for 5 years. Or is it 3? Is it 3 or 5? I don't remember how many years. But it's $50 million a year. So NXT currently, their third brand, is currently getting more than AEW for all 3 shows. The developmental show is getting more than all 3 AEW shows.
WWE lucked out on that one. I mean,
the original, when NXT first went to TV, they got it was an add-on deal because obviously they already had the Raw contract. They got an additional $12 million a year for NXT when they added NXT. They're now getting $50 million a year from CW. So what's that? Mathing 4.5 times? 4 1/3 times?
Yeah, say about. Man.
So yes, Tony Khan turned down CW. He could have done that months ago.
What a mark.
What a mark.
And then more bad shit.
Yeah, he turned them down.
Damn. And it's like great that the game got patched this weekend. Like
I didn't know.
I stopped playing it. We didn't know, but I just had sources.
I stopped playing it.
I literally, you know what was my source? A click on YouTube from like a random guy that says the patch is up. That's it. That was my source. So, and it apparently plays better. Some of the spots were glitchy, but they fixed it. Whatever. But yeah, that video game has lost so much.
Okay, so you're speaking of video. Okay,
yes.
I have something about the video game.
Yes.
All right, so Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics He's very big into the actual like ecosystem and economics of the wrestling business. He's the one that gets all the contract numbers and the TV ratings and all that. He's very big into getting all the business stuff that goes on in wrestling. So because AEW is a private company, there's no stockholders, there's no stock prices or anything. There's very little public information. But based on the public information we do have, basing on ticket prices, basing on the contracts that we do know, basing on the assumed revenue from TV contracts and whatnot, he's put together what we can assume from the information that we have. AEW has lost $120 million since its existence in 2019. Specifically, $20 million on the video game.
That's a huge loss. $20 million.
And you know why? Because Tony Khan is not in this to make money. He's in this for the fun of it. He got his inheritance and he wants to play with his action figures. That's it. At the end, WCW lost $20 million in, what was that, 2001? Mm-hmm. And that's why they lost $20 million in one single year, and that's why they went out of business. He's losing $20 million, and he's still in business because he can afford it.
Dude, last year he lost $32 million. What? And he's still here.
Mind you, the TV contract alone is $48.2 million.
You know what I'm thinking? I really think Wembley is really what his GOAT source was, like his go-to was, because this is what actually paid everything. Like, he's still here because of Wembley, and I think that's why he still talk about it till this day.
Because, again, the TV contract is $48.2 million. Well, the last known number is $48.2 million.
I feel like Wembley saved him. This is for real.
Well, when the 2023 reports come out, I guess we'll find out. But again, he's running these humongous arenas. He's going to NBA arenas that seat 14,000 to 20,000. They're setting up the arena for 8,000, and then you're selling 4,000 tickets on a good night. On a good night, you're selling 4,000. It's more like 2,400, 2,500 you're selling. So you're not even making money back to pay for the building. You're not even making money back to pay for security and pay for, you have to have medical on hand. You're not making money back to pay for that.
He's like,
never mind pay for the fucking, mind you, he pays for transportation to and from the show for the wrestlers. Mm-hmm. That was one of the things he wanted to do. He never got into health insurance because that's a whole fucking other bag of worms. He never got into the health insurance thing, but he pays for transportation. He's not making the money back that he's spending.
He's literally like hosting a show just for the fun of it.
You're splitting merch money because you're running it through pro wrestling tees, so you're not getting maximum dollars on merch.
He ain't get shit back. That's what it is. He ain't getting nothing back.
We know what the TV contract is. Pay-per-view. Your pay-per-view is in reality he's doing all right on pay-per-view. We can't knock the pay-per-view. He's doing what?
I mean, with pay-per-views, yeah,
they're doing 75,000 to 100,000 buys on a pay-per-view. We can't knock that because even when WWE, I believe, what was it, like 2018 when WWE officially stopped being on pay-per-view, even when they were on the W Network, it was like 2018. Even at that point, WWE was like low 100,000s for pay-per-view buys. So the fact that they're doing just under 100,000 for pay-per-view buys, that is respectable. It is. So I'm not going to knock their pay-per-view numbers. Like the fact and again, this also adding in the Fight TV numbers as well as pay-per-view through your cable company. Go ahead.
Dude, like the thing is, like, Tony Khan is really good at hyping pay-per-views, I guess, because he likes to call on special announcements sometimes.
It also goes to the loyal fan base that is going to watch regardless.
Regardless, exactly. So, I don't know. He's just a millionaire, Mark. That's it. That's all I got to say for him.
So yeah, your income is limited, and he just continues to spend more and more money. You keep bringing in these ex-WWE people, these ex-legends, Edge, Ric Flair. Yes, Moxley's the highest paid person in the company at $6 million a year. Probably with a contract that goes up every year. Jericho's at like $4.5 to $5 million. Same thing for Omega. He's at $4.5 to $5. Punk, I think, was at $4.
The Bucks.
You got the Bucks at like $2.5 to $3 mil apiece. Who else? Danielson's at like $3.
He had Punk. I mean, shit.
I'm sure Edge is at like $2 or $3 million. And then even the people like Andrade and Miro, those ex-WWE guys, they're like either at $1 million or right under. They did not take pay cuts to come to AEW.
They were handpicked mostly, right? So because they were whoever was released in WWE in 2020, 29 or 19 and 20, literally was caking afterwards if they got picked for AEW. They were caking because they were chilling. They didn't get as much airtime, but Tony Khan paid them. And then
what happened over time was, as WWE realized that AEW is not legitimate competition, that's when they just let the floodgates open and said, we don't need all these people. Goodbye.
Yep.
Because if you specifically the Good Brothers, when AEW started, they went to the Good Brothers and said, $500,000 for both of you for 5 years. Year later, release them. And then they showed up in AEW, and that's when they went to Impact. And they were doing both at the same time. And then the Impact deal ended, and they came back to WWE for less money. They came back for less money.
Yeah, that's right.
But it was more than they were making an Impact.
Shit, traveling must have been nice.
Yeah. well, in Impact, you only work 3 days a month.
That's true. Because
you record TV on. Well, you do the pay-per-view, then you record TV for the month on Monday, Tuesday. That's it, and you go back home, and you do indies for whatever your indie schedule is.
But yeah, you do more of the work and less of the pay on WWE.
Yeah, at WWE you work 4 days a week, or sorry, you work 3 days a week.
But you still do more of the work because they want you to be there every day. Even coach. Did you get the thing where Jonathan Coachman was the reason why he didn't want to come back?
Oh yeah. It would.
I feel like he will, but
also that goes back to the story with Mickie James in the trash bag when she got released last time. That was that couple people that were there from that regime, along with Laurinaitis, that just felt like they could just disrespect anybody. I think Coachman just got rubbed the wrong way by one of those people, and now he's just done with the whole company.
Triple H can call him back though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he could literally say, "Yo, everything's changed. You can come back." Like, I would love that.
Although Vince was involved in the story that he told, so. But again, Vince is gone too, so.
He's gone. I mean, he took his shares and left.
Yeah.
That's it. He's done. Like, Vince is finally done.
Well, Vince is the next story. Vincent Kennedy McMahon has sold 8.4 million shares of TKO, which is worth approximately $700 million. He owned approximately.
What's good in the hood?
He owned approximately 44 million shares, so he still has another 36 million shares.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah, he still owns another 36 million shares.
You know why Coachman didn't want to come back? It's because of this reason.
What up, G? Keep it up, I'm a nigga.
Endeavor and TKO CEO Ari Emanuel and his assistant Mark Shapiro both bought approximately $1 million of stock back into the company, and the rest went public. I forgot to buy some.
Yeah.
I was going to buy some. I forgot.
Me too. I forgot.
Yeah, I could be anyway. But McMahon's sale doesn't affect anything because Endeavor itself owns 51% of all the stock, and the way shit works is every time a stock is purchased, this company buys one too, just to maintain the balance.
But the important thing is, like, he sold his stock. he's gone. Like he can't touch the company pretty much.
Right. And as Kelvin brought up last week that there's been a report from Ari Emanuel and other executives that Vince McMahon is a liability. They're not pushing him out the door, but they're trying to hide him behind the curtain. Mm-hmm. So, and that he has a special deal where he is allowed to sell his stocks. No other executive is allowed to just outright sell their stocks off because of their SEC security rulings. Anybody just starts selling off their stocks, it looks like insider trading because you have the foresight that something bad might be happening. Mm-hmm. But he has the right to sell off his stocks because of his legal situations. But no other executive in their company has the right to just start selling off stocks. Yeah,
that's crazy that McMahon got that deal.
Yeah, he got the nice little deal there.
Yeah, he did. At least he got out with a deal. Like, I mean, he was either gonna stay and they force him out, or they would have done something else with him, bro. Like they would have even took his stocks.
Yep.
I guess he got good lawyers, you know that McMahon, you know that McMahon.
What up, G? Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
WWE Tribute to the Troops this year is going to replace the December 8th episode of SmackDown.
Okay.
So December 8th, it's just going to be a pre-taped episode.
That's good for them, but like
no SmackDown.
No SmackDown.
No regular SmackDown.
They got a day off that day.
Yep. I also feel like this is kind of an FU to Fox. Since they came out and said, yeah, we don't want you back because you're not actually making us any money.
That's true.
We're just giving you a pre-taped episode. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Because also the Christmas episode is also always taped.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you're getting 2 taped episodes in the same month. And they just got a taped episode of SmackDown because of Crown Jewel. So 3 in 2 months.
That's crazy. Yo, Trips be thinking. Trips be thinking.
Over the weekend, Dominic Mysterio and Logan Paul had a nice little internet exchange. Logan Paul was at the UFC event, and on his phone, he held up the little thing that said, "Shut out Dominic Mysterio." And then last night on Raw, as Dominic was coming into the arena, they recorded him, and he had a response to Logan Paul, but he spelled Logan's name wrong.
Yeah, he did.
Like somebody didn't correct him. It was clearly a pre-tape.
Logan.
It was clearly pre-taped. It wasn't like live.
Who's Logan?
They couldn't tell him that he spelled it wrong. And hey, let's reshoot you walking around the corner.
It's that Spanish barrier. But
this is cool. A couple of young heels, sharing a little.
I love this. I love this little moment that they did because it's bringing interaction.
Yeah.
So. I love it.
Yeah, cool little things. Yeah,
typical 2 heel moves, 2 heel champs related stuff. It's pretty awesome. I posted this on the reel too. I loved it.
on Instagram, John Cena posted the end, the end from Looney Tunes.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Meaning he's done with WWE for now. Yeah, again,
because the strike.
The strike is over. Also, John Cena went and had elbow surgery to get for some reason, he gets that sack in his elbow really fast now.
Yeah, he does.
And he said he's got to go back next week to get the other elbow done. Jeez. So both elbows got fucked up in 2 months.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I hope in 14 years he doesn't, do any racist stuff, and he won't be Hulk Hogan. He won't end up like Hulk Hogan.
Well, he doesn't have children. That I don't recall him having children.
No, he doesn't have children.
So his daughter can't have sex with a black guy, and then he won't be in the bed with his friend's wife to call the daughter's black boyfriend a nigger. Just the pieces aren't there for the scenario to happen.
Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
It's just, I don't think Cena would be that dad anyway because he used to rap. I mean,
this is true.
I mean, that was his whole gimmick. It was, thug life, or thug
word life.
Word life.
Word life.
Basic stuff and
I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me.
You think you're untouchable.
You think you're untouchable.
You think you're untouchable.
So you like this on SmackDown? The Escobar.
So this reminds me. I was telling Darth earlier. This reminds me of the Batista Rey Mysterio betrayal. It was like this is the Spanish version of it. So this is if you put the SAP button on it, and you'll get the same result. It's just a lot slimmer, and another Mexican just holding Rey, just like you. It should have been me. That me carajo. Mío. Tú tienes que decir mi amigo, güey. Tienes está mi amigo. You're supposed to be my friend.
I mean, we were waiting for it. I'm not going to put it under the category like obviously it was going to happen, but the connection just wasn't there for the turn to feel important. Mm-hmm. That's what the issue was.
It needed to build up a little more. I feel like this was too quick. Like this was too fast. Like you knew it was coming, but you didn't really want it to like end up like this quick.
Right.
You know?
But reality, Mysterio needed knee surgery, so they had to do the turn.
Yeah, they did. Very early.
Yeah, I think he had it done like this Monday. The turn happened Friday, and he had the surgery Monday.
Right after the Logan match?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then also on SmackDown, we had Asuka turn and join Damage Control along with Kairi Sane, who returned at the pay-per-view.
So I have one sound for this. And this is for me personally. It could be for anybody, though.
Okay.
I just got all of my crushes. I don't know.
Did you see the Spice Girl meme for them?
The Spice Girl meme?
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Oh, the Spice Girls meme. Yeah, I put it up in the reel. Yeah. Scary Spice.
They called Bayley Big Cake Spice.
Big Cake Spice, yeah. All of my favorite spices in one scenario.
Big Cake Spice.
Yo, Damage Control has shifted. Holy crap. Now it's run by Japanese girls.
Yeah.
By Japanese women, like hard kick-ass Japanese women.
Now, okay, when whoever turns on who happens, where does Dakota go? Does she go with Bayley or does she stay with the Japanese chick?
I feel like Dakota will stay with Bayley. I feel like I think this is gonna be an all Japanese team.
Okay.
Later on, I feel like
who gets custody of Dakota Kai?
Dakota Kai definitely because they were deep, bro. Like they were deep when they all hooked up.
I mean, she is from New Zealand, which is near Japan. I mean, it's still like it's still 1,000 miles, but it's close.
And she's half Samoan. I mean. I think
is she?
I think she's half Samoan. Yeah.
I've never heard that.
I believe that's Dakota Kai. That's half Samoan. Yeah.
Really?
She is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
You can check it too.
I'm not gonna do it now, but I'll do it later.
I'll check it while you're going through it. But
interesting.
Yeah. She's oh wait, here you go. New Zealand. Controlled. I know it was like by. I know she is. I know she's half like Samoan. Performance.
But obviously, they had Asuka turn to set up the.
Yes, there you go.
You found it.
She's half Irish and Samoan.
Right? Interesting. And born in New Zealand. What a combination.
Her mother is originally from a Samoan village and of Lupia. Okay.
Oh, so she's bloodline.
She's bloodline, yeah.
The fuck is she doing?
She bloodline. She can go to bloodline if she wants.
The fuck are we doing?
She can go to bloodline if she wants, actually.
Fuck are we doing?
I knew I was like...
She's miscast. She needs to be in the bloodline.
She's definitely miscast. She has to be in the bloodline.
Anyway. So we had Asuka turn to set up the women's war games because Dakota's hurt again, so she can't wrestle. But I forgot who's the fourth person on the babyface side.
Shotzi?
Yeah, Shotzi, Charlotte, Bianca, and I forgot who the fourth woman was. Or did they not reveal the fourth woman yet?
It was just 3, I think. Right?
Or
1, 2, 3.
Hold on. Let me go to Wikipedia. Do they have the card yet? Wiki Survivor Series 2023. Matches. No, they have not announced the. No, there's not an announcement yet.
I don't think that's yet a thing.
Yeah, so they don't have the fourth woman yet, but we know where it's going at this point. That's the thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And over on Raw, we have an interesting turn of events with Judgment Day. First,
I enjoyed it.
Cody kept needling Priest and asking, who's the leader of Judgment Day? Who's the leader of Judgment Day? He said, I'm the leader.
Yeah, somebody finally fucking got their fuses up.
And Finn Balor was like...
Finn Balor, yo.
See, what did you say?
Yo, bombastic side-eye for real from Finn Balor. Bombastic side-eye. Like, whoa, you said you the leader?
And then Finn came to him and said, hey, you know, it's... He took a bullet for you on multiple occasions. We got to put JD in, right? Mm-hmm. And then Priest like, all right, let me handle it.
This is a lot of turn of events.
He put him in.
Day.
And then Rhea comes out of nowhere because then you know they got.
Oh, before that, when they went backstage before this whole reveal, there was a segment that they said that Rhea said, you know, for Survivor Series, I think we might have to put Priest as the leader. Did you get that segment? Yeah, because they were all in agreement. Finn kind of hesitated, but he was like, all right. Like, you'll see more tension in there.
What I sense is Rhea's setting Priest up to fail, to get him kicked out because she's recruited Drew McIntyre.
You think? Because
I think that's what it is.
I feel like it was the other way around, but with Finn. I think it was going to be with Finn. Like, Finn is going to be the one taken out. Because Finn is showing, like, you know. No,
because if you're adding McDonough, Finn has to stay.
That's true.
We're putting.
I see what you mean.
We're setting. We're going to say, okay, Priest is the leader now, but we're going to have him fail to kick him out. And we're going to bring in McIntyre.
And then later on, it's probably going to be
also because Priest has the Money in the Bank. And eventually he's going to win and be the babyface champion and then probably face, you know, Drew McIntyre down the road.
And you know what else is going to happen? Dom might get out. They might kick Dom out. And Drew might go with...
No, you can't kick Dom out. You can't kick Dom. Dom and Rhea are a package deal.
Yeah, for now. But later on, I mean, if it works with this whole Drew and Judgment Day, she might do a storyline where she leaves Dom for Drew. This is already happening, though. As you see. So anything can happen, honestly.
I guess. Mm-hmm. Well, now it's time for Guess That Champion. Whew. And I did all the proper edits today. You don't have any cheats.
Well, thank you, sir. It's making it more challenging now.
Yes. And Kelvin can play along, too. I'm sure Kelvin will get one of these.
Yeah.
We got an NWA World Championship. We've got an NWA National Championship. We've got 2 TNA World titles. We've got an Impact Grand Champion. We've got a Florida Tag Team Champion. And we've got a House of Glory World Champion.
So this indicates that this person was an Impact.
Yep.
This person was an NWA.
Yep.
This person...
was an FCW.
And
House of Glory.
House of Glory.
So House of Glory is recent. Obviously with the TNA, that was about 8 to 10 years ago. And NWA could have been anywhere in the last 20 years. Because that version of the National Championship has been used over the last 20 years.
All right, I'm going to take a guess here. Because I really won't know who this is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take a good guess. Is this Moose?
Good guess. Okay. I'm gonna go to the next slide. I'm gonna wait for Kelvin's answer to pop up before I tell you what it is. All right, this one's obviously a woman. Mm-hmm. We've got an Impact Women's Champion and we have an Impact Knockouts Champion. They switched from women to knockouts, I believe, it was like 2011 or 2012 was where they switched from one to the other.
I've never seen this title. This title is dope. The turquoise one. Or the teal one, whatever, the turquoise one.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with whatever indie company that is.
PW2
or the QOC. I'm not familiar with that one either. Those two indie companies.
PW Championship, but
yeah, this person has been both versions of the
WWE Tag Team Champion. Okay.
Yeah, both versions in Impact/TNA.
This has to be.
And then we have a WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, and obviously they were recently in NWA because they got the Invitational Cup in 2021.
But this is a tag team, or this is one person?
One person. So they've been WWE Women's Champion. Again, they were recently in NWA because they have the 2021 Cup. And they were in Impact approximately 2010, pre-2012, because, again, they switched that from women to knockouts in, like, 2012.
Can I use their WWE name?
Yeah.
I guess? Peyton Royce?
No, definitely not Peyton Royce.
Damn.
Definitely not Peyton Royce. I don't even think she was wrestling in 2012.
Oh, this is 2012. Oh, it was way back. Okay.
Yeah, because the Impact Women's Champion didn't exist, and it went away in like 2012.
I'll take.
Yeah, take another guess. Did Kelvin guess yet? Because my chat is slow.
Chelsea Green for the last one.
Yeah, he got the women. That's Chelsea Green.
Oh, this is Chelsea Green.
Yeah, the woman is Chelsea Green. Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, damn.
What did he guess for the men's?
Nah, all I saw was Chelsea Green, and then the chat went away.
Oh.
But this is Chelsea Green.
Yep, the woman is Chelsea Green. Yes.
Well, this is Chelsea Green. Shit, Chelsea Green. Oh wait, because you know what's confusing me? She got the title right now.
Yeah.
The WWE title right now.
Yep.
That's what's confusing me. I'm thinking like this is like 3 years ago or some shit. Like when the tag team.
And remember, she was just in NWA.
You were just telling me.
She was just in NWA before she came to.
Dude, my brain was like, because
she was just in NWA.
I don't think of Chelsea Green.
She was doing NWA and making appearances for Impact.
Every time Chelsea Green is on the screen, I always think, whatever happened to Zack Ryder?
Yeah.
Matt Cardona.
And her first Impact run, she won the world title. And then that's when she went to NXT.
I remember that, yeah.
And she was in NXT for like 3-4 years, made like 2 Raw appearances, and then got fired. And that's when she went back to Impact, and that's when she won the Knockouts Championship. And then she married Matt Cardona, and that's when he got fired, and then that's when he became an indie god, and she was just showing her tits in indie shows.
Yeah. Well,
the first one is EC3.
First one was EC3.
That is Ethan Carter III.
I was very close.
He is the current NWA World's Champion. He recently won the National Champion, 2-time TNA Champion, 1-time Grand Champion. He was the House of Glory Champion about a year ago.
He was doing big things, man.
Yeah, and he won the FCW Championship pre-NXT when he was there.
I can't believe that he was still in the era with Moose, with LA Knight, which was Eli Drake.
Yep.
Freaking dude, like Magnus.
Yeah, he was in FCW when it became NXT.
He was in those eras, and they moved with him on NWA, NWA scene. So, damn, bro. I really thought that Ethan Carter III would be that one, would be what MJF is now, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, he had it going in TNA, and then fucking Dixie ruined him. But
ruined him. Yeah.
And I'll give you the pleasure of introducing Outside the Ropes, because this is your territory.
Hey, yeah. So we're at which of your favorite fighting games out of the 4?
Fighting game franchise.
The fighting game franchise, given the pun. But yeah, we got Soul Calibur, we got Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and of course your boy's favorite, which is gonna be a guaranteed pick, Street Fighter. So I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, not again, as I said, not my territory, because I don't really play games like that. But if I'm watching somebody play, I love watching Mortal Kombat. I love watching Mortal Kombat.
To see my gameplay, I just posted some recently. It's pretty good.
I like the character designs of Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
I like Raiden and Sub-Zero. Mm-hmm. Love them. The fatalities are always amazing.
Oh, they got better.
They evolve from game to game. I love watching Mortal Kombat. I also love watching Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Soul Calibur is one of those games I really like watching more than playing.
I remember what was the one that came out, the last one for PS2? Was that Soul Calibur 3?
Soul Calibur 6.
PS2.
Soul Calibur 3, I think.
Yeah. I remember watching my friends play that on PS2. On PS2, it was so like smooth on 2. I was like, wow.
That shit, yeah. Soul Calibur has like a nostalgia feeling. Because the most I played Soul Calibur was back in the day, like on GameCube, Soul Calibur 2. When you had Link and the GameCube version,
wasn't Darth Vader in one of them?
Oh, that was 5, I think. There was 5
Because as I was finding the graphics, I was like, oh shit, Link was in a game, and then Darth Vader was in one of them. I was like, this is crazy.
When it came to cameo, Soul Calibur was like the beast at that.
Yeah.
Because they were the first ones that actually brought cameo out of the 4. Like, into their fighting games. And then later on it was Mortal Kombat and then Tekken and then Street Fighter. Kid you not, no guest characters ever in their series. No guest characters from another game. What they did is they brought their characters to other games.
Right.
You know, like Ryu and Ken and Chun-Li mostly got like cameos in Smash.
Yeah.
Fortnite. Right now, just in PUBG or Rainbow Six, just now actually. Like they're always bringing their characters to other platforms, which I respect.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So definitely for me, it's Mortal Kombat, and like I said, honorable mention to Soul Calibur. And again, because I'm not a game purist, Tekken and Street Fighter don't hold me. For me, it's hard to watch. It's very repetitive. It's like damn near the same thing.
It's not your game.
Yeah. So.
No, Street Fighter could be very, very repetitive, especially with characters that you're used to seeing.
Also, I love the story mode of Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
I think for me, again, watching a game, because again, I'm not a gamer like that. Watching a game, watching somebody else play it, I think it has the best story mode.
Okay. I see. If I would choose like story mode, who had the best story mode out of these 4 franchises, I would go with Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat cinematically has like paid actors also, like in their stories. They had the dude from the first Mortal Kombat movie who played Shang Tsung to play Shang Tsung, like in both of the iterations, the recent iterations. Like that is already like you got my money. So yeah, you got Megan Fox and whatever, like actors that don't mean shit, but you know, you also got actors that actually were in a legacy Mortal Kombat that actually portrayed their role very well into these cinematic movies. So I love the movies on Mortal Kombat. I love how it's done. I love how the CGI.
Oh yeah, I watched the modern one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
I'm sure I've seen the old one, but I don't remember it. So
yeah,
the modern one it held my attention.
The modern one was good. It was good. I did like it, and I can't wait for the second part.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is supposed to be played by the guy from The Boys, the one of the superhuman or one of those experiment, the guy that looked like Gerard Butler and shit. Like,
right.
Yeah, that guy. But of course I got to give it to Street Fighter. Street Fighter's been there since day one for me. I love doing combos in Street Fighter. I feel like it's always an artwork with Capcom when they release every Street Fighter game. I love this year's Street Fighter or this iteration because of it's all hip hop based.
Okay.
It came back to like what the genre felt right after Third Strike.
Right.
So I love that they brought that back because that was like my favorite Street Fighter. So this one keeps me going. I love how the characters progressed. Ken is now freaking broke and he's literally but he got framed and shit. So it's crazy storyline. He's like a construction worker instead of a millionaire and shit. It's nuts. Ryu is like the top like master now. Like he's like he learns all of his martial arts, and he looks like one of those senseis and shit. Like it's dope. I love it. Like the progression of this game. So I big ups to Street Fighter. I love him. And I met the producers of the game, and the director.
Yep.
So I have to give him big love. All I saw was Harada like from afar for Tekken, so I'm like, hey Harada. I can't ask you for shit, so you said it, literally puts it on a shirt, like a wrestling shit. Like, don't ask me for shit. I love that fucking shirt. I want that shirt, yo. I'm gonna bring it one day. He literally, that's his quote. Don't ask me for shit. For Tekken.
All right, and that has been Outside the Ropes.
Hey.
And we are out of here. I have been Darth Messiah. Free Alex the Heel.
Free Alex the Heel, man.
Good night, J Kid.
Good night. Good night.
Peace.